Hello everyone, today I'm here in Port Orange, Florida to check out the brand new Chuck E. Cheese. There was a Chuck E. Cheese here previously, but it was destroyed in Hurricane Ian, unfortunately, and it took them a few years, but they did build a new one right here in the same spot. We'll talk a little bit more about the history of this inside. However, we're going to check out the brand new store, see all the new games and art and everything else they have in there, and see what else they got. Let's go in there and check it out. Alright guys, let's start this tour off right here in the showroom. So, front and center is the video wall. Now this is my first time visiting a Chuck E. Cheese that was built with 2.0 in mind. Every other store I've been to got 2.0 as a remodel, however this 2.0 on opening day, of course. So they have the video wall, and then they have 4 of the character pieces. And once again with this whole font ordeal, it's very interesting because we have Munch and Chucky and Helen, which are the new font posters. And then we have Jasper over here, which is the old font poster. And it's interesting too because the Jasper font is centered here on the poster, and then the rest of them are, you know, moved up like that. So it's definitely mixed matched, just like I've seen at several of the other stores. And this one clearly was at another store because it's damaged. The other ones are probably new, and then this is probably something they brought from somewhere else. And then Pasquale's back here, and his is also the new font. They have a POS over here, and then they have balloons because they're getting ready for the grand reopening tonight. And then I'm already seeing some older font posters here. The party here on the left side of the showroom is the older font. And then they did get, of course, the new tables, the new booths, new high top tables and chairs, and new booths here, new everything. And they have a 2021 model dance floor, of course, and it's in pristine condition because actually, never mind, it's not in pristine condition. Oh yeah, it is. That was, that pixel's not out, so it's in pristine condition because it's brand new. And it smells new in here too, guys. I know you can't smell it, but it smells new. They have the new LED panels, of course, so they have the newest lighting. And then on the right-hand side here, we have the birthday blaster. The birthday blaster I have only seen in Florida so far, and I'm not surprised to see it here. I figured they would have the birthday blaster here on opening day. They have the volume up, and then they have the characters, of course. It's the same as the rest of them, but there's no ticket blaster in this store. So for the birthday parties, the kids use this, the balls come down, and they put them into those holes there. It's not something that the regular guests can use, it's for staff only. Then, the booths here do not have outlet charging here in the showroom, so that's interesting. And then to the right of the showroom, they have the Adventure Zone right here. So they have the Ninja Run here on this part. It's not attached to the trampoline zone, that's separate. And then they also have some art over here. They have the 5 Chucky silhouette behind the Adventure Zone there, and then they have the high 5 piece. They also have pieces of another piece that kind of looks like the high 5 as well. So, but it is complete, so I don't know what that one's from. It's like they got 2 of them in for some reason. But they have the Ninja Run, and then over here they have the trampoline zone. And they have the large one. The reason they don't have these connected is because there's an emergency exit right there, so of course they can't connect those. But they have the large trampoline zone, and they have 3 pieces, and this is the first time I've seen this combination of Bella, Chucky, and Helen. I've never seen that combo before, so that's interesting, and I like it. And they also have 2.0 stripes painted back there, and then here's the trampoline zone. And then we have the kiddie ride area right behind the showroom. So we have PJ Masks here right in front of the trampoline zone. Then we have the Where a Kid Can Be a Kid carousel. And we have Pirates Hook and Snow Day. They do not have Rainbow here, they have Snow Day. Then we have the Chuck E. Cheese Rockstar Air Hockey Table, Whack-'em Funky Gators. Then we have, on the other side of Whack-'em Funky Gators, we have Zombie Land Battle and Kids Craft Cobra, which looks very new to me. And then they have another Cobra here. This is the, what's this one called? I don't even know. It just says Feared Cobra on that side. Yeah, it's another Cobra car here. And then they have the Mystery Machine ride. Then they have the NBA Hoop Troop. Normally this is against the wall. They have it right here in the middle in this store. They have a 2.0 TV ring up there. And then they have Super Big Rig and Octonauts right here. 911 thing, and Crab Rush, which I've seen several times, especially here in Florida. And then we have the photo ride car. We have Avenger buttons for everybody except Chucky. We have Rockstar Chuck right there, and then Rockstar, 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 and what's the back? Rockstar. So it's a full Rockstar, except for the other characters, the Avenger buttons, of course. And then we have, last but not least, the supercar right here. And then that does it here from the kiddie ride area. They have more booths, and these booths here separating the kiddie ride area from the game room do have outlet charging. So now we move on over here to the right side of the trampoline zone to the big kid game room here, and we'll go through all of these games as well. So starting on the wall here to the right of the trampoline zone, we have Real Heroes Fire Rescue and Ring Toss and Skip Time and Minion Soccer, and above these they have the Chuck E. Cheese word mark. Then we have NBA Hoops, and we have Ice Ball FX here. So they do not have Alley Roller Classic, they have Ice Ball here instead. There's no Chuck E. Cheese branding or anything on it, it's just stock Ice Ball, and the jackpot's 79, so they have a marquee as well. And then here's a cool one, they have Dodgeball Ultimate Arena. I've never seen this game before anywhere. So the dodgeballs come down and you hit those targets. It's kind of similar to Down the Clown, I guess, just a dodgeball themed version of it. They also have Connect 4 hoops here. So they have some, I guess these games are aimed for older kids. So they are, you know, being a little more accommodating to, older people here, you know, teenagers, adults, you know, with these games here. I don't picture like a 5-year-old playing this stuff. So, you know, that's nice to see. And they have Drop It here and Full Tilt. And then they have an emergency exit only sign, but this is just a generic sticker. It's not a Chuck E. Cheese one. They have this kid check thing here. Then we have Yeti Go, Super Bikes 3, and Temple Run, SpongeBob Ticket Coaster, which is a 2.0. A lot of the 2.0 locations get this. And then they have Bigfoot Crush. On the other side of Bigfoot Crush, they have Sky Riders. Then we have Carnival Cups right here. And this NFS police ride, which I have seen at Fun Spot. I've never seen this at Chuck E. Cheese before, however, I've seen it at Fun Spot, so this might be something that they're going to be rolling out here with CEC Entertainment. And they have Win-A-Ball Mega Bonus, and then Lumberjack right here, and then by the front windows, they have pennant lights, more booths, no outlet charging, and then they have the Where a Kid Can Be a Kid word mark up there. They have a Chuck logo to the left and to the right of it. And then we have more games. They have Slide Up, which is a newer one they're adding in. They have Marvel Avengers Coin Pusher, Jurassic World Arcade, and they actually have a decent payout structure here for that. They have Wicked Tuna, FGTV at a Time, and Polar Slide, and then Nerf Arcade over here. And then we have Big Ticket Drop right here, and Sonic the Hedgehog, Blast Ball, Black Hole, and Tightrope, another 2.0 TV ring up there. And then we have Monopoly Roll and Go, Rockin' and Rollin' for Gold, and Space Raider. Then moving over here, we have the retro video game piece here on the very right side of all these windows. Then they have Plinko and Basketball Pro and tons of tickets here against this wall. They have Air Slide and Hoop It Up here. And then they have Mega Blaster on that side of Hoop It Up. They have Quick Drop, Pop the Lock, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, and Willy Crash. And that is it for games in this store. So I like the selection. You know, it's not the biggest arcade I've ever seen, but I like the selection of games, and I like that they have a games for an older audience here too. You know, as an adult coming in here, you know, it's nice to see that they're trying to cater to everybody in here, which I like. All right, now resetting here back into the showroom, let's take a look at the left side of the store where all the utility stuff is. So first up, to the left of the party sign, they have the restrooms hallway, they have the new wood floors, and then the generic men's and women's signs there at the restrooms, and then they have the restroom sign up there, and then in the back, they have the do not open sign, the large one there for that emergency exit. And then we have the hangout piece, which is the old font, of course, like most of the stuff is here. And then to the left of that, we have the menu word mark piece, and they have some keys underneath of this for some kind of alarm or whatever. Then after that, we move over to the pickup area. So they have the pickup window sign and the pickup window. They have the Pasquale's Kitchen sign there above that door. And then they have the wood floors here. And I guess all the floors are new. I'm not going to say new wood floors because they're all new floors. Then they have the Caution Wet Floor sign down there. And then they did get the brand new Pepsi machines, which look nice. They have these cool blue tiles here back here, which I've never seen before. I like that. They match the thirst station sign, which is also old font. Then they have the signature dough sign, old font, of course. Then they have the U1 sign up there, and then there's their prizes. They have a 2.0 Chuck logo to the right of the prize counter. And then down here are their prizes, which are well stocked, of course, since nobody's really gotten prizes yet. And then as for plush, they have Bella, Munch, Chucky, and Helen. I don't see any of the others. And then they have the Our Ages of Hand Shop Daily sign here, right in front of the salad bar, right behind the salad bar. And they have a nice selection of fruit and stuff. Everything's super fresh. And then they have the tiles there behind the menu boards and the pizzeria and games sign above the menu boards as well. And nothing up there. They also got the new Play Pass kiosks. I've never seen these before, except I guess that Fun Spot has something similar to this, but since they got a new store, they have the newer version of the Play Pass kiosks, which look nice. And then that's out there at the Kid Check area, which I'll show you guys at the end of the video. And yeah, that is this store. So now let's talk about the history of Chuck E. Cheese here in Port Orange. All right, history time. So Port Orange, Florida's Chuck E. Cheese opened in December of 2013 with a 32 movement Circles of Light stage. The animatronic was reused from the Montfort Drive location that got rid of their animatronic then and just kept the regular Circles of Light wall without it. There were only 5 32M Circles of Lights installed. Montfort was one, and then there were 3 here in Florida, and this was one of them. That location lasted up until 2022 during Hurricane Ian, when that destroyed this location. I'll put some pictures here on the screen, but the walls caved in, the ceiling came down, and they decided it was not fixable, so they knocked the building down and they built a new one right on top of it here. This is where the old one was. We're standing on it, and it's just a new building. And of course, when they reopened, they got 2.0. This was delayed many times. It was supposed to open last year, and then it got delayed again to this year, and even got delayed. The soft opening was supposed to be last week, but they had problems with installing the sprinkler system, and it took even longer because the city wouldn't let people come in here. So yeah, this was delayed many times. However, it is finally here, and I know the people of Port Orange are very excited because they just opened, and people are here, kids are here, and everybody's ready to have a Chuck E. Cheese in the area again. So yeah, that's the history of this store, and I'm glad they decided to build a new one and not just give up. It's nice to see that they are still opening locations here in 2025. I was just walking by here and I realized I never even really looked at this Minion soccer game. It's like a newer version of the Simpsons soccer game. Works the same way, where you have the ball and then the Minion, tries to block the goal, but it has this big screen up here. I can't believe I just walked past this and didn't even take a look at it, but it's a cool game. Had to come to the new Chuck E. Cheese and get the quick drop jackpot. 100 tickets, it's pretty good. Jackpot number 2. And jackpot number 3. 33 tickets. There it is. I did get a jackpot number 4. Out in the lobby here, it's covered by this photo prop thing, but they have the mission statement, more stripes, have a Chucky day, 2.0 logo up there, and yeah, that's it. And they have the black doors, of course, since it's a new build. They don't do red anymore. I guess they're kind of like a, what's that color called? Oil rub bronze or whatever. Not really black, but definitely not red either. All right, guys, well, that concludes my visit to the brand new Chuck E. Cheese here in Port Orange, Florida. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. It is a beautiful store. The staff is phenomenal. And I hope if anybody went to the grand reopening, I hope you had an amazing time. If you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.